Good morning, and here we are again with Tuesday Talks. And today we are, hey, all our guests are exciting. Today, extra special guest, guarantee rate. We have Denise Fitzpatrick. Welcome, Denise.
Thank you very much.
Love having you here today. And we know how this Tuesday Talk goes. We have a few questions. We get to know about you, the company, whatever questions you want to
Fabulous.
All right. So, starting off with the question we got from last week. So last week, our guest asked the question, what is your favorite season to market? Now, let me rephrase that a little bit.
Sure.
Because you're not a realtor. You're not selling.
Right.
So my thing is that, you're into mortgages. So what is your favorite season? I know, maybe the summer is super busy, so it's super crazy. But what do you think is your favorite season for originating?
It would be the summer and the fall.
Okay.
I work hard, but we should all play harder, I like to say. And so to be able to be out and about, easily being able to go in and out of offices and maybe having events in the summer and the fall.
Yeah.
I was born in July, so I'm a summer baby. So it is my favorite season. But I do like to focus my marketing on, what is the holiday? What is the season? So marketing, I think, is important all year long, right?
Yeah.
But it's easy to have the most fun in the summer and the fall. So.
That is true. I tend to like the fall as well, although I'm from the Caribbean, which is kind of crazy, but fall is one of my favorite seasons as well.
Yeah.
Not too hot, not too cold.
Right.
So Denise, question number one. How do you enjoy the summer season? Well, we kind of segue into that.
Yep. And that's actually a quick, easy answer because I grew up in Barberton. So Portage Lakes was my playground, I like to say.
Okay.
Now, it was very different back in the day than it is today. But my godfather lived on Portage Lake, so we used to jump off the dock and swim in the lake. And my parents volunteered for the YMCA and Camp Wainoa. They had a cabin, much more modest than the houses today, but it was on the lake. And so I can remember fond memories, on the weekends for whatever they were volunteering. We were at that cabin a lot in the summertime. And so now as an adult, I'm fortunate that I have a best friend and her husband that live on the lakes, and her mom lives right next door to the Naughty Vine, if you've ever been to the Naughty Vine. So you'll find me a lot of, when I have the time to have fun in the summer, I'm probably boating on Portage Lake, socializing somewhere on Portage Lake.
That is really nice. But you've seen Portage Lakes evolve.
Oh, so much so. It's so different. Tiny little cottages that have turned into, $1 million listings.
Yes.
Who would have thought, So it's really been a neat thing to see how it's evolved and what it is today.
I've sold a couple of those. It's amazing to see what those houses have become. So it's favorite time of summer. I can see why with Portage Lakes there. So question number two, what do you like most about originating mortgages? You're with Guarantee Rate. How long have you been with them? What do you think is your favorite?
I've been originating for almost 20 years, but I have just recently moved over to Guaranteed Rate.
Okay.
And there's probably three aspects of what I enjoy originating mortgages about the most, and that's meeting new people.
Nice.
Especially, buyers, what do they do for a living? I love that. Just when you think you've covered all of the careers and what people do for a living, somebody comes along and I never knew. And to just, learn their story. Why are they relocating? Why are they downsizing, upsizing? We have to get to know people quickly, but that can be fun. You can really make connections quickly, I think. And hopefully that leads to them being, lifelong clients where maybe they're going to refinance down the line. So that would be the first thing. Meeting people, new agents as well. Love that. And that's Guaranteed Rate's going to afford me that. I'm going to be able to be a free agent, as I like to put it. I came from Howard Hanna Mortgage, but now I'm able to, meet people from Remax like yourself. So I appreciate these opportunities. The second aspect would definitely be the educational and teaching aspect of mortgages. I love telling people I sell money because doesn't that sound sexy and catches people's attention to give me the opportunity to elaborate on that.
Yeah.
But really what we do more often, day in and day out, with buyers and agents, is educating them and teaching them. The buyers need to know what's involved with the mortgage process. Agents might need to know how, are we going to be able to save that deal, or what is that loan program that we need, or, doing the lunch and learns and the CEUs. Back in college, people told me I should be a teacher, and I thought, no, that doesn't sound like something I would enjoy. And
Yeah.
I always say that God has you doing what you're meant to do, right? Because here I am, educating and teaching is a huge component of what you do with originating mortgages. So,
And that is important.
yes,
That
yes.
certainly is important.
So, yeah, that would there's a third component, but that I think covers a lot.
Okay.
What I enjoy about
No,
original
that's
mortgages.
good. And guarantee rate, like we were just talking before we started, they're so involved with a lot of sponsorships for sports, which is
They
huge.
are, yes.
I absolutely love that. So question number 3, do you have a favorite nonprofit?
I do. My favorite nonprofit would be Cleveland Adoption Network.
Okay.
And they're a nonprofit out of Cleveland, and they are about helping with parents who want to adopt, and helping. They have support groups for adoptees and for birth parents. It's a very dynamic organization, and they're very involved with helping people search for their biological parents if they were adopted. And just, it's a great program. It's probably not well known about as much as it should be,
Okay.
but it touches my heart because I was actually adopted at birth. So it's something that I just, over the years, have gotten involved in because of just all of the different angles and dynamics
Yeah.
involved with that. And so it's a neat organization. They do a lot.
What's the name of it again?
Adoption Network Cleveland.
Okay.
Yep.
Adoption Network Cleveland.
Yeah.
That's interesting to know,
Yeah.
especially it's one of those that you wouldn't hear about all the time.
Right, exactly.
That's really, really
So,
cool. I love
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So, so we've gotten to know you. You're with Guaranteed Rate. We invited you here to find out more about you and let
Yes.
everybody else know what you do, how you guys do it.
Yeah.
And so our last question, really simple. Your question to the next person for the person next week. What's your question to them?
What is something unique about you that people don't know?
Okay. I always love that question. There's so many angles that can take. What is something unique about you that people don't know?
Yeah.
All right, so that's the question for next week. Listen, guys, thank you, Denise, for
Thank
coming
you.
in here and telling us about your story. Listen, if you want to do business with Guarantee Rate, whether you're a buyer or an agent, reach out to Denise. Her contact info is on the screen, so you can reach out to her, and I'm sure she's always willing to educate you as well.
Absolutely. Thank you.
You're welcome. So listen, that's our show for today. If you have questions again, reach out to me also. All right, we look forward to seeing you next week. Bye for now.